Wave Pirate Tutorials by Johnny Giuliano. They're great, but what do I know? I'm just a lonely robot.
Hey, what's going on? This is Johnny Giuliano, and this is the first video of the Wave Pirate tutorial series. Today I'm going to be showing you some basics on mixing and pretty much just getting your levels right. So, let's start. Right now, I have a small loop that I had created with the FL Vintage kit, which is pretty much an emulated 808 kit. So, yeah, it's nothing special. I just did it for the sake of the tutorial. So, and I'm using 3X oscillator as well for the instruments. But yeah, what we're gonna do, we need to assign all these to their own mixers. What you do is double click right here on the green, and that'll highlight all of them or one. Go to the first mixer and go to link to selected channel, starting from this track. There you go. Everything now is routed to its own mixer track. See, the mix sounds bad right now. It's clipping. So what you want to do first of all when you start mixing a track, to get it to sound correct and have enough room for you to be able to mix correctly, this is very important right here. Mute by right clicking whatever track. If you just want to solo out that one and mute everything else. Alright, say this is my main instrument. Are these plucks. Right. What I do to know that I'm mixing at the correct level, I use the metronome as a reference. Turn the metronome on. And if your main melody is much louder than the pluck, then you're messing up. So what you do is wait till you can hear the metronome overpower your melody. And once you hear that, you're good to start mixing. And what that does is it basically gives you a whole bunch of overhead room to mix. Now it's going to make it very low in your headphones or your monitors, but if you're using monitors, you already have a powered source. If you're using headphones, I would recommend you using a headphone amp to bring back up, the volume in your headphones, such as I'm doing right now. And this is what I use. So once you get it down to that level, you have your main melody. You can mix it however you want. EQ it. Go over to your other melodies. Make sure that they're around the same level as your main melody. EQ it. Do what you're gonna do. But most importantly now, I know a lot of people's drums and mixes clip a lot because they're trying to make their drums stand out by just crunching it, just blasting it all the way up, but that's not the right way to do it. Obviously, you're not leaving yourself. See, this is the thing. If you're mixing and you start off with your melody like that loud, you're not gonna have no room to be giving your drums. Your drums are gonna have no room to breathe, and that's why it's gonna be all distorted and sounding like crap. So what you want to do, you give yourself room. And when you give yourself room to breathe, you don't even have to turn down your drums really. Just keep them at default. So. See, now I can hear my kicks, and I don't have to crank that shit. I don't have to put no compressor on it. It's pretty much good to go. Next thing for your hi-hats. Turn those down a little bit. I tend to pan my hi-hats to the left slightly. It just sits well in the mix. And then you can go to your clap. Turn your clap down a little bit. You know what I mean? And your 808. See, and this pretty much just gives you a nice little idea of how to begin mixing. This is always going to be your beginning, your start point. You know, there's a lot of other things that go into mixing. We'll discuss that in another video, but for right now, this is based on levels. Like I said, start with your main melody, solo it out, use the metronome as a reference, bring it down, and once you get under there, you can turn your metronome off, start unmuting things, and start mixing things in. This is the first of many Wave Pirate tutorials. I'm Johnny Giuliano, and thank you for watching. Subscribe and like, comment, do what you do.
Sub right now, or I'll be forced to break you in half with my robot arms.